Can you guys hear me okay? Let's see. I might be having some audio difficulties. We'll see. We'll figure it out. My OBS is saying my mic is working. Playback, on the other hand, is a different story. So let me go ahead and pause this. You know what? There's one easy way to do this. Let's kill the camera real quick. Oh, okay. Cool. It's working. All right. And we're back. I didn't want to record this whole thing and have it upload there and be like, what the fuck is he drawing on YouTube or anything like that. No, it's a little early for some people. I try to get this done so I can go on with my work day. Again, motion across. More motion across. They're running a lot of misdirection. So they're motion, and then the play goes this way. Let's see if they keep doing that as the game goes on. Maybe they saw something against the Bills that they liked. So Pat motions left. That's just a cut back from Derrick Henry in short yardage. This new winter Red Bull they got out is pretty damn good. Ice vanilla berry. You guys should give it a shot. It's a good cutback. It looks like the play is kind of designed here, and then he just finds an opening. So this is where the Ravens get a little tricky, right? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down there. And then this looks like Isaiah Likely up here. So this is really 12 personnel. But with the athleticism of their tight end, they can actually flex him out and make it look more like an 11, but it's still a 12. And you still have to honor this because this is a bigger guy who gets to go downhill now if they run the ball on one of your DBs. Motion across, and Lamar keeps it. It's actually a good play by the Bills defense. And that's the thing. If Lamar is going to keep the ball, if they're going to run, let me pause here. If they're going to run some sort of zone read concept where it's, let's say it's this, or let's say it's Justice Hill, he's got a tighter split, and let's say it's this, right? Whatever concept you want to run, the end of the play has to be one of these guys back here. They have to kill this guy, whether he's carrying out a fake or not. If he's got the ball, even better. If he wants to do a zone read and carry out the fake, your job is to kill the quarterback. That's it. We talked about it with Jaden Daniels. It's football. It's a brutal physical sport. This shit's not supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be patty cake. If the quarterback, I don't care if it's Lamar, I don't care if it's Jared Goff or Brock Purdy, it can be whoever. If they want to play with you and they want to carry out that fake, it is your God-given responsibility to kill this guy. Every single time they carry out the fake. Every single time. Running backs get it too. On play action, how many times do you see a running back hit the hole and just get smoked by one of these guys right here? It's a battle of wills. It's not supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be played soft. Obviously, no threat of, a zone read concept out of the backfield there, but they motion across, and that ends up happening. So you don't have to worry about Justice Hill there, but now they're motioning Justice this way. And again, behind the line of scrimmage, just a simple swing pass. He's not really putting the ball anywhere in harm's way. He's not doing too much. And that Bills defense really just has no answers right now. And look, they just swing him out right here. It's essentially just another screen pass. I mean, it's what it is. But again, they're not pushing the ball downfield anywhere, you know? And if you're the Bengals, you have to minimize the damage they can do in this like 0 to 3 range right here. You have to minimize that, and you have to beat them on first down to force them to be aggressive to push the ball downfield. It's a good stop on Derrick Henry on 1st and goal. Again, pre-snap motion with Zay. That's the best way to get Derrick Henry is when he's trying to pick up steam. Again, another heavy formation, motion pat. Again, it's easy. Let's go back to it. They've been killing the Bills with this all night. Look at this. Motion across. Play ends up coming back this way. And there's nobody there. It's a headache. It's a headache to deal with. You're sending this guy in motion. So here's where it becomes a headache, right? If you're a defense. Pat Ricard, he's not this guy. He's not Derrick Henry, obviously. I'm stating the obvious here. But you're motioning Patrick Ricard across. The defense does have to respect that. I mean, look at this. 42. His eyes are in the backfield, but his body's going this way, right? Number 9, Taylor Rapp, I believe. Eyes in the backfield, but look, he's still leaning this way. D-line, this way. This way. The only guy who stays home is here, and if you don't make that play, gone. And he's not going to be able to. It's Lamar Jackson, right? So you're sending all this motion, you're sending all this eye candy going this way, and you're going to attract some of the defense. This guy's obviously going to stay home. These linebackers, again, they're flowing towards the ball. You're in coverage here. DeMar, I feel like this is supposed to be maybe DeMar's responsibility, but he's not going to be able to get there either. It's frustrating. It's frustrating on a defense to deal with that. And that's just easy for a guy who's not really a receiving back at all. And that's the other thing is there's no tell there. If they put Justice Hill in, maybe you're like, okay, it's going to be something like one of those misdirections. But it's Derrick Henry. You're thinking, all right, they're going to run the football here. Derrick Henry, not much of a receiving threat out of the backfield, and there you go. He kills you. All right. I hate Justin Tucker. We'll just move on from this. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Let's see the game situation here. 1st and 10, you're up 2 scores in the second quarter. Now you're going to open it up a little bit. I form, play action. You're going to take a shot downfield. And just open. It's college wide open. And the reason why he's so wide open, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I understand they go heavy personnel here, but bringing an extra linebacker on for this guy right here isn't going to work. And everybody is looking to stop the run with Derrick Henry. Let's see at the snap. Let's see what happens. Going downhill. They're all looking to go downhill. And that's just enough. That going downhill is just enough to get them out of position. when they're running the football effectively, it opens up the play action. We've heard so many people talk about it, but you just saw it in motion right there. They have all this personnel down here to try to stop this guy who to this point has gone crazy on them. He's on my fantasy football team. I wasn't too upset about it. But that moment of hesitation of all these guys going downhill, it gave just enough time for Likely, who's over here, to get up and out. And it's just that's an easy throw, easy catch. Another play action. And Andrews drops one. I remember that. I remember watching that. Again, that should be a completion. You know, Lamar put the ball where it's supposed to be. Is Mark Andrews falling off? Is he just overthinking things? Like that's 15, 20 yards for Mark Andrews. Like, so now it's 2nd and long. I will say the Bills did battle back in this game. They had an opportunity, especially before half, in my opinion. But you know, we'll get into the Bills' offense and where I feel like they went wrong a little bit. But it all starts with their quarterback. It all starts with Josh Allen. Okay, looks like there's a penalty there. So what is this? 2nd and 15. All right, so pre-snap penalty. Let's see if they do. You got Derrick Henry in. Motion across. Derrick Henry in the flats. He gets about 4 or 5 yards. So now it's still 3rd and long here. Again, all this motion. Sometimes the play goes the way of the motion, like it does here. You know, it's a play action. Derrick Henry gets to go out to the flat for free. He picks up 4 or 5 yards. Other times they're going to run this much harder play action with the motion going this way. And then Lamar's going to keep it and he's going to go this way. And they're going to have, you know, maybe a tight end right here, something like that. I don't know why I drew the route all curvy like that. But anyways. Four or 5 yards on 2nd and long. So here's the first real 3rd and long. Buffalo fails to get any pressure on him. This is also risky right here. Let's see what they do. So they bring Vaughn, obviously. Where's the spy? They didn't call a spy for Lamar at all. Interesting. I understand rushing 4, but not getting home, giving a guy that much time. So now they've kind of softened teams up, or not teams. I guess I'll just say the Bills in this. But they've softened the Bills up a little bit. The Bills are biting on this kind of RPO, like this quick passing look right here. It's basically just a draw. But again, when everything quick and easy is working for you, you can build off of that. You can take bigger play action shots down the field. You can run draws like that. Again, pre-snap motion. So they motion in Zay. And then he motions back out. It's a handoff right here. But you still have a look right here, depending on how the defense sells out, right? So they're doing things where they're just like building on top of each other. Like there goes Zay. They have the double pull there. But if the defense doesn't maintain their integrity and they go flying this way to make a stop, now you got Zay Flowers the ball and he can just go. That's clipped off the screen. Okay. Again, pre-snap motion with Likely. Is that a hold? Now they're calling a play action off of that draw. Oof. Should have been a catch by Aguilar. There's that Bateman. Let's see. I feel like that was 15. Yeah, he saved a pick right there. Rasul Douglas was lurking behind that as a bit of an overthrow. I feel like you'd like to see your safety be a bit more aggressive. Well, I guess if you're aggressive, they'll just throw a flag on you. We've seen that before, haven't we? But now screen pass on 3rd and long, and they get it. This Bills defense crumbled so many times. I will stop the Bills defense all 22 when this game kind of gets out of hand. I feel like the first half, yeah, the score wasn't great, but I feel like the Bills had opportunities there. It's really when it gets into that like late third, early fourth quarter where it's just like there's no point in watching this. The Ravens are just running out the score or running out the clock. I mean, no point in watching garbage time because hopefully we don't see any of that unless it's on our side, right? This Bills defense is just getting battered. Love that play design. It's also a great route by Justice Hill here. Watch him out of the backfield. It's kind of a wheel route. Motion across. Look at him. Oof. That is a nasty route by running back out of the backfield. Now he's hitting Fortnite dances in the end zone. Oh, it's just off the screen, but who is that? 42? He breaks him off. All right, so now the score is 21-3. So, well, let's get the play situation real quick. You got 6 minutes left in the second quarter. You're up 3 scores now. And your guard just decided, I want to go about 10 yards downfield. This is one of the problems with the RPO offense. If they aren't on their toes, I mean, look how far downfield he goes. Like, all right, so motion to the left. It just opens everything up for Lamar. So watch this again. So they motion him, and one of these guys goes out with him. He's going out too. That just opens up the middle of the field for Lamar to go get some cheap yards. There he goes. There he goes. Now there's nobody here to make a play. Nobody there at all to make a play on Lamar. Good effort on Derrick Henry there. Keep him contained at the line of scrimmage. And if you don't want to worry about 22, the best thing you can do is on the other side of the ball, put up points and get a lead on these guys. They're not going to want to run the football. They're going to panic if you can put them behind a couple scores. I will say his ball carrying this year has been a little suspect. He's been hit a couple times. He's carrying a little loose. So he motioned him back across. Taking a deep shot. He just sits in the zone. He's wide open. Is this Bills defense fraudulent? I mean, we went over who they beat. They beat the Cardinals, who are not great. They beat the shit out of the Jags, who are not great either. And then they beat the Dolphins, and the Dolphins haven't looked good. So was that a fake 3-0? Gonna get a hold here, it looks like. Yep, it's a hold. So Lamar's going to try to get some of it back. He takes a shot and he fumbles. Wow. That's the thing. Just keep hitting Lamar all day. If he wants to run the football, you got to take some of those shots that the Ravens would take at us. So the Bills do nothing with that. Let's see. This picks up 42 seconds left in the quarter. Good job by the Bills defense there. So this is the start of the third quarter now, it looks like. And that's grounding. That's intentional grounding on Lamar. Let's see the game situation real quick. 21-3, start of the third quarter. Is he still struggling with the blitz? That's the question. Motion across. Yeah, he sees that pressure coming and gets a little antsy there. So now it's second and a mile with the loss of down and the grounding. They get 3-4 yards. Still third and a long way to go now. This is where you just kind of keep everything in front of you. You put a spy on Lamar. Don't do anything too crazy. That's the same play. Hold on. Here we go. All right. Keep everything in front of you. Spy on Lamar. Don't let anything happen. There you go. Force him to make one of those sideline throws. He and his receivers aren't able to make that play. Now you're getting the ball back. Getting the ball back with an opportunity, down 3 scores, cut it to a 2-score game. If the Bills didn't go deep ball hunting during the end of the first half, they would have had an opportunity here to make it a 1-score game, I feel like. Decent punt. Good return, though. All right, you're getting the ball in plus field position. All right, so now it's 21-10. The Bills do score. You're the Ravens offense. You're up 11. You're still fine. You're in the driver's seat. This is where they want to be. Tons of time left in the game. 26 minutes left in the game. You go right back to Derrick Henry. All right, so 2nd and 5, kind of where they want to live. That 2nd 5 and less. Now they're bringing another big personnel at you. False start. Is that Mark Andrews? No, it's not Andrews. It looks like 88. Was it Charlie Kohler? So now it's 2nd and long. See how that changes their play calling. So now you're not in as big of a personnel. Still got Pat there. Mark Andrews running motion. Hand off to Henry. Good stop by the Bills defense there. 3rd and long. Feels like the Bills are kind of starting to wisen up a little bit. That motion going across, they don't necessarily honor that. They just lock in. They lock in on the backfield. So now it's 3rd and long. Corner's bailing at the top of the screen a little early. Lamar's going to look to run. Hell of a play by your D lineman there. Or is that linebacker? That's linebacker. Okay. Hell of a play. Because if he doesn't make that ankle tackle, Lamar's getting that first. You're going to need a couple of those. He's the spy, too. Look at him. Oh. Von Miller is also, looks like he might have been there, too. So maybe not a first down. Awesome play, though. Get off the field on 3rd down. Get your offense the ball back. All right. You got your offense the ball back, and they did nothing with it. The Ravens get a start with the ball on their 41-yard line, up 11, nearing the end of the 3rd quarter here. Again, he just kind of falls forward and he gets 4 or 5 yards. It's frustrating. Mm. There's another big run by Derrick Henry, puts them in scoring position. Easy yards. This Bills D line's getting killed right now. I wonder if that fatigue just kind of set in. Having to tackle Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, Lamar Jackson for a whole game gets tiring. Good stop there, though, on second. Try to hold him to a field goal here. Make this a 14-point game. Is that Ed Oliver? All right, here we go. Third down. This is huge. Make him take the 3. Nope. And you miss a couple tackles. Miss tackles, man. Justice Hill, he's going to be tough to tackle this week. Again, this needs to be stopped right there. But instead, the first guy and second guy misses him. Now it's first and goal instead of being fourth. And that's, if they score a touchdown here, that right there is a single play that just cost you 4 points as a defense. And there goes Lamar. So there you go. You go from almost getting them off the field on third down. They convert with some missed tackles. Now you get to watch his dumbass celebrate in the end zone. And your offense doesn't respond to that 18-point game. This might be the last drive we watch in terms of Ravens offense. So I think they score here as well. And there goes Lamar. It's a huge gain on first down. That's like 17, 20 yards right there. Back to a heavy formation here. There goes Derrick Henry. First and goal at the 1.5. You have that play strung out well. It's hard to tackle him. And it gets harder as the game goes on. And I don't know what DeMar Hamlin was doing there. Blew that play up. Hell of an effort by 90 there. That's all him. That's all number 90. Beats Linderbaum, gets through. So you're second and goal from the 5. Looks like there's a bit of a hold there on the Bills defense. Yeah, right there on Bateman. That's pretty obvious. That's crazy. You can see his jersey extend all the way out. Damn near ripped that jersey off of him. All right, so now first and goal from the 2. Give it to Derrick Henry. Stop him again in a short yardage situation. It's a good stop right there. Second down, back to a heavy formation again. Derrick Henry fumbles, but it gets recovered in the end zone. Unfortunate. It's really unfortunate by the Bills right there. You make the play, but you can't fall on the ball. Just it goes right to who is that? Is that Rosengarten? Regardless, it goes right to an offensive lineman and gets recovered in the end zone for a touchdown instead of a touchback. Now you're looking at a 35-0 game. These next couple drives, nothing really special happened. So we'll flip over to the defense. We watched some Ravens already against the Chiefs earlier this year. We saw what the Chiefs did to attack them in the middle of the field where they're the weakest. Ravens still made a couple plays with this pass rush getting home, but it's this guy right here you got to attack. Again, that's a good first play. Getting it out to Kincaid. They're motioning Cooks. It's a good gain. It's a good gain on first down. Let's see if they follow it up with. Something quick. Ravens defense is able to fly up, though. I feel like this is one thing that I'm not big, that I think the Bills have to do that we don't have to do, right? We have the weapons to push this defense sideline to sideline. Now, are we always going to do that? No, absolutely not. And the Ravens will make adjustments if we keep doing it. But you put Jamar over here, you put like a T or somebody right here, or flip this. You got T here, Jamar here. Say you put a Burton or a Yoshi over here. You're going to end up getting one-on-one coverage right here. Jamar obviously is going to get a corner, and he's going to get safety help over the top more than likely. T, whatever, right? You know what I'm talking about. I already mixed up if this is T or Jamar. This is T. Higgins. You're more likely going to get one-on-one. You're more likely going to get this with some help over the top, whatever, right? It's this guy right here that has to be able to win a matchup against one of these linebackers. And I feel like the issue with the Bills and what they wanted to do is they wanted to attack here, and they wanted to attack here instead of attacking right here. This is the area of the defense I want to attack if I'm the Bengals, right? I want to put these linebackers into uncomfortable situations as much as I can against, whether it be a Gesicki or an Eric All here or a Jamar or a Yoshi. Like, you have so many different chess pieces that, the Bills just don't have. The Bills' biggest chess piece is this guy right here, is Josh Allen. I think Dalton Kincaid is very good, but they don't have a Jamar. They don't have a T. They don't have a Yoshi. They don't have a Burton. I don't want to go away fully from running the football. Obviously, you need to establish your run game as well in that 12 personnel look. But I think getting your number one receiver in here and forcing this defense to adapt to where he is will open up everything else on the outside eventually. But it's, for right now, to start the game, my main area I want to attack is right here, middle of the field. The Chiefs did it exceptionally well when their offense was clicking, and I feel like that's something that we can also do because we do have similar personnel to what the Chiefs have. And then if you just go sideline to sideline, that lets their defense, that lets a guy like Kyle Hamilton just fly down the field at you, That's a problem. You don't want that. So now it's third down. You didn't do jack shit on second, manageable. See it again. And just gets blown up. It's not really blocked well. It's not schemed well. It just gets blown up. So you're having to push the ball down the field. There you go, Josh. Josh gets a little active. First down. With his slide, though, gets a little close. Just kind of fall forwards a little bit. Oh, I guess they didn't give it to him there because of the slide. Now he gets it anyways on a sneak. Let's see the game situation here. It's 0-0. This is the first drive. First drive of the game. Here we go. Again, it's hard to stop a quarterback that big in short yardage. Is that the play that they were saying Roquan's a little dirty on? I mean, it doesn't necessarily surprise me. He is kind of a dirty player. But I know there's one where they said he took a shot at a guy without a helmet on or something. Good run on first down. It's a good cutback by James Cook there. All right, so they're checking to something at the line of scrimmage. Second and short. That gets blown up. Second and short right there. If I'm the Bills offense, I want to take a shot downfield. If Josh Allen wants to do his hero ball shit where he wants to just launch it 40, 50 yards downfield, run a play action off of that, and then come back and say, we're going to get this on third down if we don't convert. I feel like that's just kind of a wasted play. It's taking it out of your quarterback's hands a little bit, and you're going to need him in this game against Lamar on the other side. And see, there you go. So now you don't convert, and now you're flipping the field, and I think that's Derrick Henry's first play is a touchdown, 87 to the house. That interior pressure makes him kind of clam up a little bit. It was actually blocked pretty well I mean, the Bills gave Josh enough time there, but again, he's not that quick processor like some of these other quarterbacks are. I feel like it's kind of almost in a way the same struggles we've seen with Lamar when the blitz comes his way. These guys with pressure, they're so athletic. If it's not wide open for them like it has been their entire lives, they freak out a little bit. So now you're down 7-0. You need to get a score here. It's a good run by James Cook there. Again, second and short. It's so crazy seeing like one first down and you're already damn near midfield. Like if you're Dallas, you got to just sit there and think like if I get like 2-3 first downs, I'm in field goal range. So now you're going 5 wide here. So again, when you go 5 wide like this, where did they attack? Where did they have success, right? You go 5 wide. So now you got this whole middle area of the field open for the Ravens. And you got Roquan, who looks, as a pre-snap, he looks like he's kind of your spy on Josh Allen. You do have to spy Josh Allen, same way you need to spy Lamar. So you got coverage here, 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 and then here. They're showing a too high back here. But Kyle Hamilton's responsibility, unless Roquan rotates over. That looks really sus. Let's go ahead and erase that real quick. But as of right now, pre-snap, if Roquan is spying Josh, then you're going to have this be your matchup right here. That middle of the field is completely wide open. All right, so here you go. Roquan's back out. Looks like Roquan, yep, he rotates over to spy. Kyle Hamilton, good safety. He's not going to be able to come down and make that play in second and short. Like they need a couple yards to get a first down. That's, you could pick that up. The Ravens will give that up all night. He's not going to be able to cover, even with him creeping a little bit. He's not going to be able to make that play there. So again, it's an easy first down. That's one of those that you just win, by nature of picking up a good gain on first down. You're 8-9 yards on first down. So now it's 1st and 10. Again, you're near midfield. Good decision by Josh. That's about a first down again. If it's not a first, you pick up 9.5. Joe has to cook early in this game. Absolutely. I think Joe has to cook every drive. But I think the thing you want to attack, Roquan is a good run coverage, run stopping linebacker. He is not very good in the passing game. The Chiefs exposed that. I think that's been exposed a couple times this year. Brock Bowers had a big game. Maybe we go back and watch that later this week in all 22. Maybe that's a weekend thing, but something tells me if it's a tight end who's going crazy against him, it's going to be a linebacker who's matched up against him more often than not. And putting Rashee Rice or putting Roquan Smith on Rashee Rice, that's not even right. That's not fair to that guy. And if I'm the Bengals, that's a matchup that I look to abuse. That's what I look to attack. Oof. There's a shot. And again, look, run support. Very good. Very good run support. But make 0, cover someone on an island all game. So again, you're moving the ball well here. If you're the Bills. Moderate second down success. Josh just has to throw it away. So now it's what? 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Once we see this angle again. You got to get a lead early and make Lamar drop back and pass. Yeah, I mean, we just watched the Ravens offense And they had so much success because they were able to run the football and and get to those second and third and shorts, and that's where they want to be. This team's not comfortable in a third and long or, having to pass. Get the ball to Kincaid again, a tight end. Tight end's getting a little loose, just like Brock Bowers was. It's Kyle Hamilton in coverage. So again, you pick up that first down. And there's a hold that's going to set you back. Josh just runs out of bounds. He knows there's no point. Good job selling it there, though, by Van Noy. I get this kind of a hold, but it looks like there's a good acting job. Okay, so you pick up 6-7 yards there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like Joe's made more plays out of the pocket later in these games this season. He needs to do that from the first. Yeah, I mean, Joe's just got to make plays. That's all. That's what it's going to come down to. You need to put the pressure on the Ravens offense. And you need to keep them from being able to run the football. And whether that's force an early turnover and go up 2 scores, make them panic a little bit. This is not a team who likes playing from behind in games. They are front runners through and through. If you can get them in a little bit of a panic, they will panic. We've seen it. We've seen it all over the place. All right, so now it's 3rd and long. It's been a good drive so far. Another hold. Doesn't even turn around and look for the ball either. Field goals will not win this game. We need a touchdown each time. Yeah. No, it can't be a field goal game. You got to force field goals and you got to score touchdowns. That's all there is to it. So now you're almost out of field goal range. And Josh is going to take what he can get. All right, there you go. So you get your 3. You call a quarterback draw, kind of a surrender play. You just want to get some yards. You want to set up for a field goal here, get your points. All right, so it's a 50-yard field goal. It's good. All right, so we're going to pick it up in the second quarter here. Looks like you're down 2 scores. Again, a good first down gain there. Use Curtis Samuel in that pre-snap motion. Get him the ball with some speed already generated. Picks up 7-8 yards. That's a good first down win. Again, on 2nd and short, 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2, you're not taking shots. You're still running the football, and that's That's a little frustrating with a guy like Josh Allen because you'll see as this game goes on, so many drives stall out because Josh Allen wants to take these deep shots. Take them there when it makes sense. Not every single time, but that's been back-to-back second and shorts. Or on the last two drives, I've seen a second and short where they just refuse to take a shot, and then you get blown up on third down. That play gets blown up. Well, yeah, you never want to miss any field goals. And yeah, I mean, you can't let them go up two scores. You need to go up two scores on them and put the pressure on them and watch them crumble. Again, like this is a mental toughness kind of game. It's do you want to go and tackle a guy like Justice Hill, Lamar, and Derrick Henry for 40, 50 snaps, you know? KJ Henry just got signed off the Bengals practice squad to the Cowboys. The Cowboys are signing him to their active roster off of our practice squad. So best of luck to KJ Henry. I think we see more of an offense that we use against KC. Lots of motion, good tight end play, good dual use running backs. Yeah. I mean, I think our offense has everything capable of giving the Chiefs some problems. Or not the Chiefs, the Ravens some problems. Josh Allen damn near threw a pick there, too. I need to see chasing the slot and Burton getting some reps outside. Yeah, I need to see us really diversify and use all of our weapons. You have too many weapons to let the Ravens off the hook. Hmm. All right, now you're punting the ball back, and you're down 11. It's not a good place to be. And you get the ball back just outside of 2 minutes. This is the drive where the Bills really frustrate me because you get the ball. So let's pause here. You get that opportunity that the Bengals had on Sunday, where you get two straight drives, where if you score points, they can't respond like at all. So if you get, you could get 7 here, you could get 3 afterwards, you could get 10. That makes it, a 21-13 game. If you score 2 touchdowns like we did, that makes it a 21-17 game. You're down 3 scores here. And this is where I get really frustrated with the way that Josh Allen plays football and the way he quarterbacks and why the people who call him the second best or whatever just drive me up a wall, right? So you'll see as this goes on, that's a good gain there. Again, like clock really not an issue. You want to take as much of this 2 minutes and 25 seconds as you can. You got to go 40 or 55 yards. So again, 2 minutes, tons of time. All the time in the world to do whatever you want. Your playbook's not closed off. So 2nd and 5. He slides short of the sticks here. So that's third and short. Allen and Lamar came into this game without being sacked a single time. Allen got sacked 3 times for a loss of 27. Lamar sacked once for a loss of 1. We have to create negative plays. Yeah, you got to be able to get home with 4. So again, third down, and Josh kind of crumbles. He has to throw a contested pass. Again, just lower your shoulder and go get that first. Your team needs it right now. Very jittery, throwing off platform. It's not a good throwing motion there. So you're going for it on 4th. Timeout. Okay. Oh, defensive delay of game. That's right. Because Harbaugh, for whatever reason, he wanted to call two penalties back to back. So again, you get here it is right here. 1 minute and 11 seconds left. You're on plus side of the field. This is where the way Josh Allen plays quarterback bugs me compared to other guys. Here's your first down play. You're trying to take a deeper shot, and there's some miscommunication. So you lost first down. Second down. What do? Take another deep shot. Deep contested. Keon Coleman, to be fair, should have caught this. But again, it's another deep shot instead of taking what the defense gives you. Keon should have caught that. But again, back-to-back deep shots. You're now in 3rd and long. You've done nothing with that opportunity the Ravens defense gave you. And again, if that first down play, you check it down somewhere, you get 7-8 yards, you're looking at a better situation than having to run for your life on 3rd and throw the ball away. So you get gifted a free first down from Harbaugh's stupidity, and you don't do anything with it. Brad Robbins just got waived. So for everyone who was crashing out yesterday, all right, I did just miss a couple plays. I was just catching up on stuff on the timeline real quick. But Brad Robbins waived. Everyone who's crashing out, you calm down. He's going to a practice squad. Like I said, don't listen to reactionary people. Just listen to people who pay attention to what's going on. And people are going to talk about roster management and stuff like that. The Bengals designated him to return from that injury before the season started. So he automatically counted against the 8 that we had. So whether you cut him, I believe whether you cut him directly from IR or not, he still counted. So you might as well just bring him, waive him, put him on squad. To my knowledge, that's how it works. Now you're seeing the game kind of get away from the Bills a little bit. Smash, I'm not saying this to suck my own dick or anything, but I normally am with stuff like that. What a play by Josh Allen. With stuff like that, where it's like you could read the tea leaves, right? Like Reckow has been one of the better punters in the NFL, like to start this season. There's no reason the Bengals are going to move away from him for Brad Robbins. And, a bunch of people, like a bunch of Bengals people online, just want the clicks, they want the attention. So the negativity is what drives that attention. You can tell because they're always chopping it up with ops and they're always like, dick riding players on other teams. Like, you got people in Bengal spaces talking about how much they love Lamar and all that stuff. Um, but it, again, like the writing's on the wall. It's just some people want to get attention and make a career off of this stuff. And I'm just kind of doing this shit for fun. I don't really care. Like there's not that many people in here right now compared to what I sometimes have, and I just don't really care. I just like talking football. I like watching film. So happy he's been cut, but the Bengals used a 6th-round pick. You can go back. You can go back. Maybe I'll go back and try to find the tweets, but I was really pounding the table for Andrew Voorhees in that 6th round. Again, it was going to be a red shirt year. He was immediately going to go to IR, and he wasn't going to return for the season. But drafting punters, I'm 100% always against drafting a punter. It could be Matt Ariza, it could be whoever. I just don't agree with ever wasting a draft pick on a punter. And we did that. And the Ravens got Voorhees, who's now a starter. And we'll see how Voorhees' career goes. But that's one of the things I was critical on in last year's draft. So And so now the thing also is Brad Robbins does suck. I totally agree with everybody. I'm not a fan of Brad Robbins. He does get a chance to go to practice squad. You do have a guy who can kind of sit there just in case like an injury happens or something like that. Let's go a bit forwards here. Still 21-10. We'll keep seeing what Buffalo does. Eventually they do take Josh Allen out of this game. It gets out of hand. So again, it's still just an 11-point game. You don't have to abandon running the football. You got 15 plus minutes to go. And you just lost first down. Yep, KJ Henry did get picked up. And I will say, in case there's people in here who don't know exactly how it works, I would assume most of us do. Um, you can always sign someone from practice squad to your active roster. So the Bengals can go on the Eagles practice squad and say, "We want you," and we can sign him to the active roster if he chooses, right? And of course, these guys don't want to be practice squad; they want a chance to play on Sunday. So the majority of the time, these guys are like, "Yeah, for sure, like I'll do it." So that has nothing to do with Brad Robbins. Has nothing to do with how Brad Robbins was handled. Just the Cowboys need another edge rusher, so they signed him to their active 53 roster. So, and again, I think for KJ, it's a smart decision. The writing is kind of on the wall. Miles is coming back. Obviously, Cam Sample's not coming back this year, but with all the guys we've added to the D line room, like he had a real uphill battle. I think it does leave us in a tricky spot. So maybe we do go look for another guy to fill that void on the practice squad, another edge rusher. But we'll see. This is where it goes sideways right here for the Bills. Your quarterback gets leveled, strip sack. You have all the momentum. You're driving down the field, and you call a trick play. Does that remind you of somebody? Again, you're moving. You're moving the football. Why do you do this? And now they're set up in plus territory. And I believe they do score off of that. So let's check this situation now. Now you are in the late third quarter and you're down 18. All right, let's see. See what happens here. Sorry, there's just more Bengals stuff that I'm being sent, but we'll go over that later. Let's get back to the film here. Again, attacking sideline to sideline, the results just aren't as good as when you're attacking and pushing the ball down the field on this Ravens defense. Again, spread sideline to sideline. It's a hell of a play by Keon Coleman there. I just want the Bengals to play physical and Zach not to play scared. I don't think we will. I don't think we're scared of the Ravens. I think other teams are. We've seen them enough. We're desensitized to it. Again, we played one of our worst offensive games last season, and we still had an opportunity to beat them if the defense gets a stop at the end of the game, right? Burrow doesn't throw that pick. It's a lot of like what ifs, but it's that's what you should take solace in knowing is that's Burrow on one leg throwing a pick. And we were a bad team last year during the first couple weeks. We were much worse than we are right now. So I think this team's going to be fired up. I think they're going to be hungry. Have we heard anything on BJ Hill or Rankins or Jackson? I know Murphy's going to be back, but wasn't sure how much other help we are getting back. I don't know about McKinley. I haven't heard a lot on him. The way the Bengals like to do it is we like to have guys warm up and go through warm-ups, and then return them the next week. Well, not even return, because BJ wasn't put on IR, obviously, but BJ did go through warm-ups. He was potentially going to go last Sunday, but we decided to extend it another week. So BJ ends up, I think he's going to be back this week. I think you're getting Miles and you're getting BJ back. Rankins, it doesn't sound like he's practiced and he didn't try to warm up last week. So I think he's going to need he might try to warm up this Sunday and not go. So he might be back for the Giants. And McKinley, there's been radio silence on McKinley. So we'll see. We'll see on that front. So field goal, no good. I feel like this is the last drive with Josh Allen. They're down 25 here. Any updates on Trey Hendrickson? Is he official after the game? No, nothing official on Trey Hendrickson. They did say there was no nerve damage, which is positive. I think for Trey, it's going to be like a pain tolerance type of thing. It's a stinger. There isn't anything torn, broken, anything like that. So far, so good on Trey Hendrickson news. Josh is just a little bit behind. The game's kind of come apart for the Bills a little bit here. He just takes a fucking deep shot for no reason. All right, and this might be the last play we watch from this game. So I think Josh Allen goes out. It's 25 points. Backup comes in. He's trying to do everything he can to make something happen. On a 3rd and long, the game just kind of it started at the end of the first half. The game just kind of got away from them. The Ravens are bringing blitz on 3rd and long. That's something to keep an eye out for. But let's go through this real quick. So they punt the ball away. Yeah, Ray Davis, Mitch Trubisky. So they basically call it game over from here. And, I mean, to be fair, it was. But in terms of the Ravens defense, again, I've said it a lot. Attack this area right here. Right here, where the linebackers are, where the safeties are. Get a favorable matchup. Get Jamar Chase lined up against Roquan Smith. Get Jermaine Burton, get Yoshi, get somebody lined up against Roquan. Try to bring a safety down. And really, you just have to be efficient on offense. You have to control the clock. You got to move the ball down the field. The Ravens are going to try to run. They are a run-first team. They don't want Lamar taking too many deep shots unless it's built off of a play action or a look they've given you multiple times. So I think the key for this game, you're going to need 59. You're going to need ADG. He's going to have to spy Lamar. He's going to have to spy number 8. And that's going to be a matchup to watch. I think Lamar is going to try to do more with his legs. It's a division game. you also need to be able to stop Derrick Henry at the line of scrimmage. You can't let him get loose on you. We'll maybe I'll maybe do more. I'll maybe do on Friday night, maybe Saturday night. The plan tentatively as of right now, tomorrow. If anyone is interested, just let me know. I'm thinking of doing some college football stuff. If there isn't really an interest level for it yet, then we'll just wait until later on in the season. But I am thinking of just getting a college football thing going. And just going over some prospects, watching some guys that maybe you guys like that I haven't seen yet, or maybe me showing you some guys. As of right now, plan is to do that tomorrow morning. We'll do some defensive line stuff, maybe watch some corners, watch some guards. We'll kind of go over draft boards, stuff like that. But maybe do a couple mock drafts too. You never know. But that's what I got for you guys today. This is going to go up on the YouTube channel. I don't have the link on me right now, but if you guys are interested, it is just Bengals Breakdown. You'll see the picture of the Bengals helmet. It'll be on there in its entirety. I don't edit anything. So other than that, Who Dey, guys, hang in there. And it'll be Sunday soon. And then obviously I'm thinking right now, Thursday Night Football. We'll watch the game in here together. But yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Who Dey.